Hi, this is Dan Sullivan. I'd like to welcome you to the Multiplier Mindset Podcast. I have hundreds of new entrepreneurs who are joining my 10 Times program every year, so a lot of them have never seen me before. And one of the things that they notice right off the bat, that you could use 3 words to describe Dan's work life. His work life is very simple. I only do a small number of things. The other thing is I'm very, very successful at that small number of things. And one of the other additional qualities of the small number of things that I do is that they give me a great deal of satisfaction. Okay, and one of my simple formulas really is that I never do more than 3 important things a day. Okay, and what I mean by that is that I don't have a long list of things to be done. I have a list of 3 things for each day. I've been doing this now pretty well straightforwardly for about 6 years. So when I get 3 things done, and it's not a matter of time and effort, it's a matter of actually achieving a result, I'm at 100% for the day. And just to bring up another startling fact for most entrepreneurs, I've had days when my 3rd achievement was done before noon, before lunchtime. And at that point, I'm finished for the day. Okay, even though I have another 4 or 5 hours, maybe even longer, of work time available to me, I'm finished for the day. I'm at 100%. I will use that time to set up tomorrow. In other words, what are the 3 important things I'm going to do for tomorrow? That doesn't take very long. It might take a half hour. And then I will leave for the day. I'll go and explore something personally that I haven't thought about before. I will read and everything else because I'm finished for the day. I did 100% for the day. Sometimes it happens that I do a 4th thing, and if I do a 4th thing, I'm in bonus territory because the first 3 are 100%. Just one point of why I do this is because I came to the conclusion after some real setbacks as an entrepreneur that my entire entrepreneurial career was a game that I had designed for myself. See, if you work for somebody else, if it's a really good place, you can design part of the game that you're playing, but actually there's a larger game that's actually designed by the person who owns the company or runs the company. But as an entrepreneur, your entrepreneurial career is a game that you design for yourself because you want greater freedom of time, greater freedom of money, greater freedom of relationship, and greater freedom of purpose. But then the way you schedule your time on a day-to-day basis almost guarantees that you're going to lose the game that you designed for yourself. And let me give you an example of losing your own game, is that you schedule way too many things that can be accomplished on one day. So let's say you put 10 things down on your to-do list for tomorrow, and you have a really great day from anybody else's viewpoint. I mean, if somebody was watching you, say you had a great day, but at the end of the day, you only got 6 out of the 10 done, and you don't see the 6 accomplishments, you only see the 4 things you didn't get done. So as far as you're concerned, that was a losing day. It wouldn't be too bad if you just did this on one day, but I know entrepreneurs who've done it every day for their entrepreneurial career. So they designed a game for themselves, but ever since they started the game, they've been on a total losing streak. So instead of getting home at night and going to bed with a sense of accomplishment and a sense of confidence and looking forward, they go to bed on a losing streak. They're awake during the night because of their losing streak. They have bad dreams because of their losing streak. They wake up in the morning because, yeah, it was a losing streak yesterday. It was a losing day yesterday, but guess what? Today's going to be a losing day again. And it's just because of the way they design their day. And it has to do with the whole thing in your mind that you do, what represents a 100% day. And I said, my 100% day is 3 things. So let me just do the math on this for you. So the time structure in Strategic Coach is free days, focus days, buffer days. And for the last probably 20 years, Babs and I have a set number of days for the year. That starts with free days, and we have the equivalent of 155 days a year. Some of it's vacation. I never work Saturdays, so I have 52 Saturdays. There's the normal holidays, legal holidays, another 10. And then I take lots of vacation time, but it always adds up to 155 days, which is roughly 22 weeks, a little bit more than 22 weeks of free days. So then I subtract 155 from 365 and I end up with 210. So those are my actual work days, which are of two kinds, of course, focus days and buffer days. And by far I have the majority of them as focus days. So out of the 210, I have 180 focus days. And these are money-making days. So I'm either coaching, which is the main money maker, or I'm creating new materials for upcoming workshops, or I'm in the studio, I'm doing a video like I'm doing right now, which is for marketing purposes and coaching purposes, or audios, or I'm doing podcasts, or I'm writing a book right now. I'm writing a book every quarter for 25 years, so that's one of my activities. Or not too much of this anymore. I'm giving live speeches or I'm doing webinars, and that's it. So that's the field of activity. And then tomorrow I'm going to have three things that comes from those three categories. It's always three, and it's never more than three. But at the end of the year, it's 210 days times three things. So I accomplish every year 630 important things. And because I can't increase the quantity of important things from one year to the next, I can only increase the quality of the 630 activities. So you can see that by restricting the number of things, the quantity of things that you do in a day, your mind has only one outlet for getting better, and that is the quality of those three things has to be greater. And I never feel rushed, I never feel overwhelmed, and I've designed a game that I always win. So at the end of every day, I've lived a very simple work life, I've been very successful, and I feel incredibly satisfied, and I can't wait till the three important things for tomorrow.